Al-Kahina. Also known as Dihya, she was a Berber queen of the Auras, and a military leader who led indigenous resistance to the Muslim conquest of the Amazigh, the region then known as Numidia, notably defeating the Umayyad forces in the Battle of Mesquiana, after which she became the uncontested ruler of the whole Amazigh, before being decisively defeated at the Battle of Tabarka. She was born in the early 7th century, and died around the end of the 7th century, in modern-day Algeria. She is considered one of the most famous figures in the history of the Berber resistance to the Arab Conquest, in the 7th century. Her personal name is one of these variations: Dihya, 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 Daya, or Demaya. Her title was cited by Arabic language sources as Al-Kahina, the priestess soothsayer. This was the nickname given to by her Muslim opponents, because of her alleged ability to foresee the future. Al-Kahina succeeded Qusayla as the war leader of the Berber tribes in the 680s, and opposed the encroaching Arab Islamic armies of the Umayyad dynasty. Hassan ibn al-Nu'man marched from Egypt and captured the major Byzantine city of Carthage and other cities. Searching for another enemy to defeat, he was told that the most powerful monarch in North Africa was the queen of the Berbers, Al-Kahina, and accordingly marched into Numidia. In 698, the armies met near Mesquiana, in the present-day province of el-Bouaghi at the Battle of Mesquiana, or Battle of Camels, in Algeria. Al-Kahina defeated Hassan so soundly that he fled Africa, and holed up in Cyrenaica, Libya, for 4 or 5 years. Realizing that the enemy was too powerful, and bound to return, she was said to have embarked on a scorched earth campaign, which had little impact on the mountain and desert tribes, but lost her the crucial support of the sedentary oasis dwellers. Instead of discouraging the Arab armies, her desperate decision hastened defeat. The story of the Kahina is told by a variety of cultures, and each story often offers a different, or even contradictory, perspective. For example, the story is used to promote feminist beliefs. Additionally, it is even told by Arabs to promote their own nationalism. For the Arabs, they told the story in a perspective that made the Kahina seem like a sorcerer, all in an attempt to discredit her. The story of the Kahina was told to paint colonialism in a positive light. The story was told with a message saying that it represented the freeing of Berbers from the Arabs. Another, lesser-known account of Al-Kahina claimed that she had an interest in early studies of desert birds. While this view may or may not be plausible, some evidence has been recovered at the site of her death place, modern-day Algeria. Several fragments of early parchment with a painting of a bird on them were found, although there's no way to conclude the fragments were hers. However, it is possible that she began her interest while in Libya, as the painting was of a Libyan bird species. Hassan eventually returned and, aided by communications with the captured officer, Khalid bin Yazid al-Qaisi, adopted by Al-Kahina, defeated her at the Battle of Tabarka, a locality in present-day Tunisia near the Algerian borders, about which there is some uncertainty. According to some accounts, Al-Kahina died fighting the invaders, sword in hand. Other accounts say she committed suicide by swallowing poison rather than be taken by the enemy. This final act occurred in the 690s or 700s, with 703 given as the most likely year. In that year, she was, according to Ibn Khaldun, 127 years old. This is evidently yet another of the many myths which surround her. In either case she was beheaded, and her head was sent back to the Umayyad Caliph in Damascus, as proof of her death. According to many historians, Baghi and Kenchla converted, and led the Berber army to Iberia. However, the historian, Ibn al-Athir, says they died with their mother.